Writers, I hope that you are enjoying digging deep into your inquiry books. Um, this is a really important part of your identity as a teacher. Always reading new materials and learning new pedagogy, new ways to do things in the classroom. So I hope that you're finding this experience valuable. And I really want you to be leaders, as many teacher candidates never get the chance to have a writing course in their pre-service teaching program. So you are teacher leaders, so you will also be there to teach others. And that's a little bit of what you're doing in the presentations that you're doing. You are teaching the other people in your class in this course about your book in particular. So it's really important that you are really thoughtful about this work. And I'm just going to spend a few minutes talking about the different roles. And I'd also like to share some of what some of you have been doing already. So, for instance, the summarizer role is really, really important because this role, the whole idea is that you are pulling out the key information from the text so that somebody else can read this and get a really good overview of what is in the chapters. So even if you have never read the book before, you should be able to read the summary and get a solid understanding. And then you might actually decide, oh, this is a book or a chapter that I'd really like to read in more detail. So the summarizer's role is really important. And let me just give you a couple of examples. Grace has been summarizing the first 4 chapters of the book Writing Better. And I really like the way that she's organized this. It's really nice and clear. You've got the chapter headings, which make it really easy to see which part is being summarized. And the format that she chose to use was using a short paragraph and then a list. And you could use a numbered list or bullet points, but that was nicely organized. She did the 4 chapters over 2 slides. You can feel free to use 3 or 4 as well. There's no way that all the information that you need for this summary would fit on 1 slide. But I thought Grace did a really nice job. And here's another example from Kaja. She is reading the book Authors in the Classroom. And she's also had 4 chapters, the introductory chapter and then the other first 3, and similarly used a couple of different slides. But what I really liked from Kaja was that the paragraphs were very easy to you could really see that she'd clearly pulled out the key information from each paragraph. So I've read this book, but I feel like even if I hadn't read this book, I feel like I could have got a good understanding from looking at the summary. So that is Kaja's work. So yeah, so if you have the role of summarizer this week, remember it's a really, really important role, and I'll be looking at the slides, and I want you to make sure that your slides are understandable to somebody else. So I would really suggest that after you've done the work, that you get somebody else to read through that has never read the book, so that they can kind of get an idea and let them tell you if it makes sense to them. So thank you to our summarizers this week, and I'm going to talk about the other roles in another video.